Hey everybody, what's going on? I'm Dr. Boyce Watkins from theblackbusinessschool.com. I want to touch on something that I know is controversial. I know it's something that a lot of people may potentially take the wrong way, but it's not meant to be that way. It's not meant to be judgmental or anything like that. It's just a fundamental economic fact. Um, One of the things that people forget about very often when you talk about building wealth and getting your financial situation right is they don't incorporate family structure into your wealth building plan. You have a lot of people that truly think that they don't have anything to do with each other, and that's a problem, because your family really is your first small business. And what's unfortunate is that if you manage that first business wrong, then what's going to happen is it's going to make it impossible for you to build anything else, or virtually impossible, very difficult. I've seen, if you, it's like in a basketball game. If your goal is to win by 30 points, but you start off by putting yourself 20 points in the hole in the first half, then your goal is no longer to win by 30. Your goal is just to simply find a way to get back in the game. So a lot of people, unfortunately, get in situations where they kind of get down by 20 points very early in the game, maybe because nobody warns them, nobody lets them know in advance. Now, I'm not judging anybody who is a single parent. I mean, in fact, if I was judging or criticizing anybody, number one, I'd be criticizing myself because I was a single parent. I had a daughter when I was 18. I'd be judging my own mother. My mother had me when she was 16, 17 years old. She remarried when I was 3. And also, just generally speaking, my goal is not to judge. I mean, I'd be judging 70% of all black people. So I'm not here to do that at all. But what I'm here to do is simply share information and let you do with it as you would like. Okay. Um, Here's what I've seen, and here's what I know. And I've thought about this a lot because I worked on a book with S.T. Brown over at Ebony Magazine called Financial Lovemaking. And basically, we talk about how love and money merge together, how money controls your relationships, how money controls your choices, how money controls your life. And one of the things that we've observed is that if you're say a single parent who has custody of the child, usually it's the mother, but sometimes it's the father. If you don't have help, if you don't have a good co-parent to help you financially, then it becomes very difficult for you to succeed financially because you're juggling all these different things. You don't have the resources and economic and emotional support that you deserve. It becomes a real struggle. And sometimes we know that things just don't work out. We know that people have relationships and they don't last. But at the same time, sometimes you can say, well, maybe I could look back at the signs, very early in the game. When I decided to sleep with this person, did I really think at that time that that person would be a good father? So I often tell my daughters, if a guy does not come off like he's a good father, don't even give him your phone number. You don't give a loser your phone number. You don't give a loser access to your body, or even a loser that's got a lot of swag. I mean, if you don't have a plan for life and haven't shown the capacity or the value systems that are consistent with being a good parent, then you probably aren't a person that it's good to sleep with. But we know sex is not designed to be a rational choice. Sex is really, it tricks you. You get excited about somebody, and next thing you know, you messing around with somebody you shouldn't have been messing with, and you knew it all along. It was bad. You knew all along that he wasn't no good or she wasn't no good, but you did it anyway. So join the club. Everybody has experiences like that. So I'm not doing a finger wag. I'm just sharing information. So that if you're still in a position where you get to make these choices, I would think very carefully about strategically analyzing how a person fits into your life. If they just don't look like they're going to fit as a good life partner, then you probably may not want to bring them in just because they're a good sexual partner or because they're a good social partner. Somebody should also be a good financial partner. That means having the capacity to support, as well as the foresight to make financial plans, as well as a certain type of discipline when it comes to family structure. A commitment to make your relationships last, etc. And also when I talk about capacity, there's a lot of people who would do more if they could do more, but they feel like they're victims of their own lives. They say, well, I would give it to you, but I ain't got it. Well, the reason you ain't got it sometimes is because you didn't plan to have it. You didn't make a long-term. I mean, are you putting $100 a month into the stock market to try to build something? Is your plan to build a business so you can make more money? Are you studying and getting education so that you can have more skill that allow you to make more money? Well, I mean, we don't, as they say, we don't plan to fail. Wait, yeah, we don't plan to fail. We fail to plan. That's all I was gonna say. Sorry, my brain is all over the place. Um, on the other side of the coin, even if you're a non-custodial parent, I've seen a lot of people get beat down big time by child support. Child support is a beast. Child support is a beast. So I just tell young guys especially, because it's usually guys that get caught in this. I just tell them, oh my gosh, you want to be so careful because child support will set you back so far that you won't know what hit you. You'll be like, and you're writing these big checks, and you're not getting a chance to control anything about this money. Nothing. There is no like my choice. I get to decide what's best for my child and all that. You don't get all that when your child lives with somebody else and you're writing the check. All they're saying is write the check, give us the money, and the person who has the baby is going to decide what happens to this money. So you might see your money being spent on anything. So what I would just say again, some things can be predicted. Some things are tougher to predict, but you can do, don't ever think that these things are unrelated. In fact, most studies show that single parents, especially black single mothers, actually have the lowest net worth of any group of people in America. Black single dads are not far behind because we know black men are the most likely to be unemployed. They struggle the most economically and otherwise. A lot of times they're also least prepared to enter into the economic system. We're trained to sort of work hard, go to school, and get a good job working for the white man, and that's not a way for a black man to succeed. I mean, that's crazy. That's like, I don't know. That's like teaching. A little girl that she should go down and visit R. Kelly in order to eat every day, to get food. Like no, you don't do that. You don't send a little girl to R. Kelly's house to eat dinner every day. That's not a winning strategy. So anyway, you have to forgive me for being kind of silly on this, but it's true. Life planning and life strategy is critically important when it comes to wealth building. Never think that everything you do does not interact with your ability to build wealth. If life gets in the way of building what you want to build, then it's gonna annihilate all the other big dreams you have because you're gonna be so busy fulfilling basic needs that you won't be able to fulfill higher level needs. So that's all I want to share with you guys. I'm about to get out of here. You probably know I'm on tour. You can visit boycewatkins.com, click on events, and you can see everything I'm doing as far as touring and all that stuff. Also, don't forget to hang out with us at theblackbusinessschool.com if you're not doing so already. It's the best HBCU in history. I'm telling you, and it won't cost you an arm and a leg. But anyway, I'm about to get out of here, guys. Take care. God bless. I'm gone. Peace.